For my Minecraft assessment, I am looking at my students' ability to demonstrate mastery of DNA transcription, translation, and protein synthesis. When they would log on, they would see this setup and be directed over here to start their exploration. Students would be asked to first transcribe the remaining strand of DNA, recording the sequence. You can see that I've told them that purple boxes are to represent A or adenine and blue boxes are to represent G or guanine. They should be able to apply their knowledge that A is always paired with T's and C is always paired with G's to understand that purple should pair with pink and blue should pair with green. If they examine the DNA strand, they can see that pattern, and I would be able to assess and test their knowledge of that based on the completion of the remaining strand of DNA. Once they have completed that portion, they would then go to the next task, which is to look at there we go, which is to look at the creation of the RNA strand. So using the leading strand, they would translate a complementary RNA strand. They would record the sequence, the letters for that on a piece of paper that I would have them using for assessment purposes. They would turn it in again when I looked at their Minecraft production. I would be able to look at that paper as well and make sure they were sequencing properly. The final component of that is the completion of a flower garden based on the protein code made from their RNA sequence. I give them the corresponding flowers and the codons for those flowers, and they are to build them in this garden right here and use that to show mastery of the whole process of transcription, translation, and protein synthesis. So the use of Minecraft is allowing me to assess visually whether students can take a sequence of DNA, make the complementary strand to that, make the RNA strand, and then end with a product of protein synthesis, in the case of here, the building of the garden. I think this will help my students to understand the material better, because when they are engaging in it, they're having a creation that's much more tangible than the just sequence of letters that they would get and then the sequence of amino acids that they would get when we do this as a paper pencil activity in class. That's something that I wouldn't get to see the visual aspect as easily in the in-class assignment as I can through the use of Minecraft. I would think that this will do a really good job of allowing my students to apply their in-class knowledge to something, like I said, more tangible, which is a criteria of my rubric 4.0. The one thing from my rubric 4.0 that I don't think this addresses that could do a better job of is the use of collaboration and working with their classmates to show their mastery of the specific goal. My students could take advantage of that given that this is Minecraft and it kind of lends itself to that, but I just haven't thought through all the components of how that might work. I believe that Minecraft will work well to assess my students' understanding of DNA, RNA, and protein synthesis, and through the visual aspect of Minecraft and the written paper that they'll use to keep notes, I would be able to give specific feedback and see exactly where they go wrong in the process and assess them and help them to make those appropriate changes through the use of the game and the written assessment. I also understand that many of my students would engage in Minecraft in a way much different than they would engage in the paper pencil version of the assessment, and I think it has a good possibility to help increase that student engagement.